So two people from Barbados, and then who was the other person?
There's some ex-athlete, like so a white guy and two black ladies.
Okay, that's what I want to know. How many black people?
Yeah, black people black people go to space, bro.
Wow.
They do
I didn't
stuff.
expect black people to be on the first flight, but I mean, all right, progress. Continue.
Yeah, okay. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jericho, and this is Zap. We are the now six-time international award-winning group Banded Future. We do clean, fun music with the sound that's uniquely Californian. And you are now tuned into the Last Circus podcast, where we talk about things that are funny, interesting, and just straight up ridiculous. So, before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, and share this video with at least two people that really want to go to outer space. So, make sure to stay to the end so you can find out how you could be one of the first people to embark on this new wave of space tourism. I didn't know this. I don't know if you heard about this, Zap, but a month ago, Virgin Galactic launched its first space tourism flight. And it was done with just three people. I think a retired athlete who had Parkinson's, and he bought his ticket in 2005.
Wow. Yeah, because I've been hearing about that for like a long time.
Yeah, and then two ladies from Barbados, I believe, who wanted to get a piece of this action. But yeah, so for those that don't know what it is,
wait. So two people from Barbados, and then who was the other person?
There's some ex-athlete, like so a white guy and two black ladies.
Okay, that's what I want to know. How many black people?
Yeah, black people go to space, bro.
Wow.
They do
I didn't
stuff.
expect black people to be on the first flight, but I mean, all right, progress. Continue.
Yeah, okay. So for those of you that don't know what space tourism is, it's just a new industry that they're starting, where you go to outer space for a couple of minutes. It's not a very long flight, but you take up. So I guess the border of space is around 50 miles. So you have to go above that level to be officially in space. It's technically not outer space; they call it interspace. But regardless, you get that weightless sensation, and it basically boosts you up there, and then you go about 4 or 5 minutes weightless, and then you come back down. So it's just a quick thing, but you can tell all your friends that you went to space. The view is apparently spectacular. You discover the meaning of life or whatever it is that you do. But it looks like fun. So my first question to my man Zap is, are you going? Are you going to space, Mer?
After like a few 100 flights, yes. I don't want to be the first people up there.
Makes sense.
But
I was going to say, I don't want it to sound like this, but I feel like every new travel technology has its like Titanic or Hindenburg type event.
Yeah.
And it's
that needs to happen. Then they need to fix it. And then it needs to be cool for a very long time.
That's exactly what I mean.
Then I'll do it.
That's exactly what I mean. But it does look like a lot of fun. And so they actually took video. And if you like to see it, here we go. All right. So I turn the sound down. But anyway, this is basically taking off. Virgin Galactic. And they're the people. Look, see, black people to the left. Oh, segregation. Dang. Anyway. Anyway, so that lady there, she's the lady in charge, basically. So you have to train for this somewhat for 3 days before you go, because you can't just go into space and be all willy-nilly. But that's basically what happens. You get to a certain point, they say take your seatbelt off, and then there you go. You are weightless, and you're seeing the Earth from more than 50 miles in the sky, which has got to be a pretty incredible. So like, it looks like that's how high you are. That's pretty ridiculous to me. I also, this is just a shot at all the flat earthers. Dude, the Earth is round, bro. Come on, like look at it. Anyways, I can't with these people, but like every planet and star is round. Our planet is round also. Stop it. Stop it, bruh. But anyways, coming back to the fun thing, look, and if you have dreads, they'll float or hair. So now that guy, yeah, he was wanting to show that even people with Parkinson's can participate in stuff. He was afraid of being rejected. If this had been something sponsored by maybe like a NASA, then they probably would have said no, because this is a private organization. They decided, yeah, let the guy go. He bought his tickets almost 20 years ago, so let him do his thing. And so they're just taking in the sights, and I'm not sure if they talked to the people afterwards, but it's supposed to be a thing. Now, I've heard there's different versions of this that's supposed to happen as well, like this arcing plane going up and coming down is one, and then there's supposed to be more of an elevator type thing that they're working on as well, where it can house more people. Think of like what would that be? If anyone's been to Seattle, maybe the Space Needle, that elevator that takes you up to the top of it, just imagine it going all the way to outer space, something like that, which would be a massive endeavor and cost trillions of dollars, but maybe that's something that they're going to do. Now, another question, besides the how cool is this, or do you want to go? Is this worth there's people.
That's what I was going to ask. How much did this cost?
Oh, that's the part I was going to tell you at the end.
Okay.
But you guys can guess. Yeah, surprises. Write in the comments what you think. Or how much would you pay to go to space? I wonder about. I'm going to stop it. It's really cool, though. It's really cool to me. I've always been a fan of the outer space possibilities. But I also see the other side where people are saying so many people starving in the world and you're spending money on this.
Yeah.
I get it as well. So I'm not sure if there's a moral dilemma that would prevent it from becoming bigger than it is. But when I tell you the price is it's up there, but their hope is that over time, it'll never be the cost of like a plane ticket, but they're hoping it'll become something like a round trip cruise type price, to give you an idea of where they want it to be, but also where it is right now. So if you're going to go to space, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And I think that's, to be one of the first, it's kind of cool to say, but if you, like you said, something happens and it's kind of in the Titanic version of this, then it's just an unfortunate tragedy, and then everyone like remembers you with a flower on their shirt on some day, and then it becomes a thing of the past. So just where do you think this could lead? Because this is where it starts. We just stop in space, touch down for a couple of seconds, and then come back down. But where do you think it could
hoping it's straight up Star Trek, man. Like like, how long have we been making movies and cartoons and TV shows where like people just chilling in space, yo, and it's not here? And I'm so frustrated. Like I'm like, okay, they're talking about this in like this 60s or 70s or 80s. Like, okay, by the time we get along, like we're gonna be just like, hey man, I'm trying to go to Mars. You rolling?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just out, or we like beam ourselves somewhere. Like, I'm ready to get the ball moving. So I hope that it goes to like, just us just leaving Earth and traveling to just different places. Like
it's just on a whim. Like, yo, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I do on Tuesday? It's Neptune, son. Going to Neptune.
Like, Friday night, Saturn turn up. Oh.
Nice. we should write that song now, just to get ahead of the curve. Yeah, get ahead of the curve.
It's Mimi's birthday on Saturn. Hey, we about to turn up.
I can see it going lots of places, and maybe destination weddings in space one day. Like it can go,
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
If you got the money. So the easy part, let me tell y'all how to do this, because the easy part is you go to spaceportamerica.com and you just sign up for like their newsletter. You just say, literally, I did that. I'm on the list. It's like, hey, I'm interested in going to space. And they ask you, when do you want to go? Like within 1 to 2 years. I put 5 years because I figure they'll work out some bugs by then. I really hope that they figure this out. And this can all be yours for the low ticket price.
Oh, let me guess. I want to go higher, but I'm gonna say
okay.
500,000.
Okay. Well, if this was the price of right, you would have overbid.
Oh,
but barely. So all this can be yours for the low ticket price of $450,000, and that is the starting price, and it's not going to go down, I think, with demand or with the ease at which they can get you up there. Because right now, they're working on technologies that help you get up to space cheaper, less fuel, lighter materials. For right now, it's pretty expensive every flight, so they got to recoup something, I suppose.
Yeah.
So 450K will get you there. So think about it. You could buy a house, or you could go to space for a few minutes. It's the same price. So what do you value? That's the main question. But it's here, and I did not know about that they had actually done it. I don't know if they made a big deal about it, but yeah, you can go to space now casually, and there are other companies that are coming up that will also allow you to do that, kind of competing with each other, and we'll see where it ends up. But I hope it doesn't introduce any like space COVID. You know what I mean? That happens in a lot of the movies too. Some kind of random space disease comes back, and then it infects all of us, and then it's a tragedy. So I don't want that either.
I get a tragedy on my hands.
Exactly. So, but that there you have it. So for $450,000, you could go to outer space relatively soon. Leave a comment saying if we want to go, what the conditions would have to be, who you'd take with you, or who you'd send up there to be lost forever, your mother-in-law maybe. I don't know what you're thinking about.
Dang.
But I know it's kind of cold-blooded. But let us know. And one thing's for sure, if you want to go to space, you're going to have some money. And if you want some money, you better keep your job.
Keep your job, little take your job. Space COVID.
They took our jobs.